In the latest CSI episode, the investigators were faced with a very strange murder in an unexpected location. Recently, I visited the set and found out how the cast and crew made it happen.
Look at this.
Gunshot wound?
Maybe.
He's got a contusion over his right eye. Could be associated with the incident.
Well, he was a boxer.
In last night's episode of CSI, Lorenzo Happy Morales was one boxer who didn't go down without a fight. He took an arrow through the neck, got shot with a hypodermic filled with snake venom, even got hit in the head with a crowbar. It wasn't just a tough week for Happy, it was also a challenge for creative wizards at CSI, making a believable model of the actual actor with all those realistic wounds.
And this is Lorenzo Happy Morales.
Not so happy right now.
Not so happy, but pretty lifelike. What do you think?
It's scary how lifelike it is.
Boxers all end up the same, beaten, broken, and forgotten.
Sometimes the body in the morgue was played by the actual actor himself, but a silicone double was needed for certain scenes, a stand-in who never stands up.
Now, how do they do that? I mean, you hire the actor to play the role of Happy, the
You fly him in from New York.
Right.
He has no sleep. You do a silicone mold of his head.
Which takes how long?
It can take hours and hours. It depends on how things set up and all that. And then they find a torso. We have a large number of torsos, and they tweak it to resemble the actor's torso.
It's impossible to know what kind of brain damage the guy was already living with.
So what killed him?
In addition to the brain trauma and the holes in his throat, he has needle marks on his thighs, arms, and buttocks.
Then they have to start doing all of the amazing wound and trauma things that happen. The thing that I love, look at the details, the eyes.
The eyebrows, the eyelashes.
He's a boxer who's seen better days, so you can see that he's really been through the mill here.
I keep waiting for the arm to go up in its candid camera.
Anytime you boys need a break, we have something here we call a cop special.
You like it?
Any girl, no charge.
Last night's victim met his demise at the Sugarcane Ranch, where the world's oldest profession meets genuine down-home hospitality.
You two really run a mom-and-pop operation.
Thank you.
Also in last night's episode, there's a scene at this mom and pop brothel, which sounds like a ridiculous phrase in and of itself, but is there such a thing? Was there such a thing? Is there such a thing today? I'm a little bit naive.
Well, you know, I'm glad you're naive. I'm glad, Julie, you're the last naive person around. You know, this is Las Vegas, and they call it the world's oldest profession, and I think they did that for a reason. And there are, in the small rural areas where they have these legal prostitution places, brothels, they are run sometimes on a small scale, and that's what we discovered.
And now, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to the hookers.
Hooking is what girls do out on the street. Here, we prefer the term pleasure provider.
Now, we should point out that most of these smaller pleasure operations are located far beyond the Las Vegas city limits. So maybe what happens outside Vegas also stays in Vegas.